show. So a batch by the sea is part of the Kiwi dream. But is it something we should be spending our hard-earned cash on or not? What's pros and cons? Debbie Roberts from Property Apprentice joins me now with her pros and cons and her take on this. Debbie, g'day, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Good, really good, nice. Always nice to see you. Hey, tell me what, yes or no?
Oh, look, I think you only live once, and if having a batch is part of your dream, then go for it,
Okay,
but
so
there are some things.
I was going to say, so that means it doesn't make financial sense.
Yeah, well, no, it's totally an emotional purchase, and so I think that is something that people need to take into account, is that it's not necessarily an investment purchase.
Yes.
This is an emotional decision. So often what we see when people are looking at buying a home or a holiday home, they go talk to the bank and they find out how much money they can borrow and they go, oh, great, and that's their purchase price.
Mm-hmm.
That's how much they can borrow. They go shopping to fit that budget, but they don't actually do any market research into what the values are. So what I would suggest people do is the first step should be crunch your numbers. Interest rates at the moment are really low. Like, I've been banging on about this just about every time I come in. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but it's that important. Crunch your numbers, work out how much you can borrow to purchase a batch, work out how much that mortgage is going to cost you, and if you can still afford it if interest rates go up. But more importantly, you need to be doing your homework on what the properties are worth. So in a summer period, people often get excited about the idea of buying a batch. They're on holiday, they're like, we should do this more often,
That's the alcohol.
Yeah, it's the alcohol, absolutely. So what I recommend people do is actually do some research into recent sales in that area so that you can get an idea of what properties are actually worth, and then try and stay away from the hype, because in seasonal areas, places where people like to have batches, it's an emotional thing. Yes,
and the price is pumped up over summer. There's thousands of people there, it looks good.
Because there's lots of people interested in buying, So if you can step back, make this as, remove as much of the emotion out of that purchase as possible, even if it means that you don't end up buying something until winter, when it's quieter, less competition.
Go in the middle of winter when it's raining, see how many people turn up to buy it then.
Exactly, so that's a good thing. But a couple of other things that people should take into account. They need to decide whether they're going to be renting that property out when they're not using it.
Yep.
And if you're thinking of renting it out either on Airbnb or Book a Batch or whatever, you should absolutely talk to your accountant about that, because you'll need to make sure that you own that property in the right entity, whether that's a family trust or whatever. But so speak to your accountant, and there's some tax implications if you're renting things out.
And also time implications. What I found with ours is that one of the blokes that's involved is doing all the hard work. So he's doing all the heavy lifting of running. It's a little business you have to run.
Yep. Yes, it is. And even if you're not going to rent it out, you need to think about how to keep up with the repairs and maintenance on the property. These houses don't look after themselves.
So that's a yes from Debbie. Okay, so it's like a wedding.
Yes, but be careful.
It's like getting married. It's like getting married. It's an emotional purchase. Hey, nice to see you.